Welcome, welcome, race fans. This is Ron with Big Wizard TV. We are bringing you some racing action here tonight from the Red Bull Ring. We are in Austria. That's where the old Red Bull Ring is running from. And we've got the GTE cars from Last Man Standing Motorsports. This is all sponsored tonight by grandpaskitchen.com. Grandpa's Kitchen is the place to go for gluten-free products, flours, kits, recipes, everything you need for your gluten-free menu. This is Ron from Big Wizard TV. Welcome everybody out tonight to our race. This is race number 15 in the series, and this is currently Morgan's series has the series lead, as he does in the East to West Racing's GT3 series as well. So there actually is an extra bounty on Morgan's head tonight. $15 for anybody that can beat him fair and square in the race tonight. He currently has a pretty substantial lead. I believe it's 0.9 seconds. And I have no idea if this stream is working yet. So all I get is spinning circles. So we'll give it a minute, see if it'll catch up. I'm going to try to get into a view here to see if it's actually going. It looks like it's going. Maybe a little choppy here at the beginning. Looks like it's okay. Give it a second. Hopefully it'll clean itself up. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad when I take a peek at the stream. Just my display of the stream doesn't look so good on my computer here at the house, but looks like it's working pretty good. So Morgan, like I said, about a second, 0.9 seconds over Adam Novotny in practice. We've got about 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left in the practice session. Brandon is in third spot in practice, followed by Julian Lockwood, myself in fifth, Sean Williams, Brett Elder, Jeff Wyatt, Troy Banks, Michael Mooney, Todd Schwartz, and Jacob Mayberry has just joined the server. And we'll see how he does out here in Last Man Standing Motorsports grandpaskitchen.com series. So, like I said, just about 4 or 5 minutes left in the practice session. Let's hit the points real quick to kind of get you up to speed as to where we are right now, right here and now. Here, over. I think. All right. Okay, so there's Morgan at the top of the pile. 444 laps race, 484 points, 31 points ahead of Julian. Julian's ahead of Mooney, ahead of Sean Williams in fourth, Todd Schwartz in fifth, then Brett Elder, Paul Allen, who we haven't seen in a little while, missed a few races, Jeff Wyatt in ninth, Tyler Greger Jeff Wyatt's in eighth, Tyler Greger in ninth, TJ Allman in the 10th spot. Adam Novotny, after just 2 races, climbing up strong with a plus 12. Brandon Dooley, after just 1, gets a plus 12. And then I am also in 13th. So we're not racing, the 3 of us were not racing in the first half of the year. So we're going to be racing for the second half of the year. The second half of the season. So the $15 Break the Streak award is out tonight, out in force. Any driver that can cleanly and fairly beat Morgan Teggy in a race, in an official series race, gets awarded from J&R Craftworks $15 of iRacing dollars, or they can get a custom-made wooden plaque built just for them from J&R Craftworks. Check them out, jnrcraftworks.com. They make custom awards, they make custom plaques, and they can do all kinds of very cool stuff. They can do track layouts, they can do like a river or a lake, or other items that just really spruce up the house. So nice artwork there from Jeff and Rita over there at J&R Craftworks. Tell them that Big Wizard sent you. All right, also league sponsors for Last Man Standing Motorsports is Stair Fittings Incorporated. Big shout out to Stair Fittings Inc. Stairfittings.com. Check them out for stair products, stair treads, newel posts, railings, handrails, trim, borders, whatever you can think of. They've got it made out of wood. If they haven't got it, they'll make it. Custom woodworking over there, really good stuff, great people. And again, don't forget to tell Karen the Big Wizard sent you. Hey, we're just about done here with qualifying, or with practice. Going to jump into qualifying here for about a 15-minute session. Should be some interesting runs here. We got about 2 minutes left here with the practice. Run down through the drivers again. Morgan in the top spot right now. Adam Novotny, Brandon Dooley, and then Julian Lockwood, myself, Ron Gaivo, number 6 in the practice session. Brett Elder, Sean Williams in the number 7th spot, followed by Jeff Wyatt, Troy Banks, Michael Moody, Todd Schwartz, and Jacob Mayberry did not drop in a time. He's in the number 12, and I don't see him on the track. So we're going to have to go with not around tonight. So, came in and didn't hang in there. Jacob has raced with us before, pretty fast driver. Maybe he's practicing on his own and going to jump in the session here just for qualifying, not sure. Should be an exciting race for us. We're going to stay up here in the booth from the car, though, and we'll be chit-chatting away. I want to recognize iRacing for putting on our simulator. This simulator that we watch is not real life. This is a simulator through a computer system. All the drivers are in their homes or in their team areas, wherever they happen to be, sitting behind a computer screen with a steering wheel and a set of pedals. That's how we do it. iRacing makes it possible for us. You can visit them at iRacing.com. If you want to get involved, check them out, iRacing.com. And they will show you the ways of subscriptions and updates. We had an update today, brought out some new cars and tracks. Everybody's excited to check them out. It is a pay-per-use simulator. We also pay for the sim time to do our races, which is why we have to thank our sponsors, grandpaskitchen.com and Stair Fittings Incorporated. We wouldn't be able to do it without them. So, all right, I'm going to jump down into the car. We got about 20 more seconds here in the practice session. Thanks everybody for being here. And I'm going to jump down to the car. We're going to get some qualifying. Be back in a minute. Well, here we go. I'm a little late out of the box, but should work. Everybody else is a couple corners in. Should give me some clear track in front and behind. Don't really like racing with the qualifying sessions in the pack anyway. That doesn't really help you that much. So you'll see on the screen there's a gaggle of cars together there as Julian leads them out, Morgan behind him, and everybody else, including Adam, Brandon. Oop, Adam has either stopped or spun. He's going to try it again. Mooney's in the tail end of that run. sitting behind Todd Schwartz. As I get my tires warmed up and get ready for my qualifying laps. We do have a 15-minute session here, so you can burn off a little fuel, do a couple laps, come in and get some tires. You got time to do a few things. Quickest I was able to do in practice was a 127.9. Adam's posting something in our Discord chat, and I don't see him on track, so possible that he has had something take him away. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we are at home on our computers, so there's lots of things that can happen that can take you away, whether it's a power outage or a storm of some kind. Work. Everybody has real jobs, so it's not like we can sit around and race all day. I can tell you that Adam is back. He's on the track. And the leaders have almost caught me. Morgan and Julian about a second apart. Morgan's got the top spot right now. Trying to get a good time. I made it up to P4, but still 2 seconds back from the leader. Brett Elder's right behind me. Morgan's out front still. Julian in second spot right now in qualifying. See if Adam can get back in form. He was pretty quick in practice. Brandon's right there in the third spot. Oh, Adam just jumped up to second spot, 0.8 seconds behind. And I managed to leapfrog Brandon. I think I'm going to go get some tires and try it again with a little less fuel this time. 128.2 for me. Top 3 drivers are in the 127s. Go ahead, Julian. You might as well go to Morgan. I'll get out of the way.
Thank you.
Letting the guys go by. You may have heard a little echo when I did that. That's the 2 microphone system of iRacing. There is a Discord server that we run everything through. That's what you're listening to with our wonderful voices. And when somebody comes up in the booth to join me, they're all here in the Discord server. That's where the booth is, in Discord. Thanks to Discord. Recognize them for being out there and putting on a good app for us so we can keep our voices heard, so to speak. And then there's iRacing. And iRacing does have an audio system, but we don't use it for group chat. We use it for official racing information. So, with that, you can, when I have to talk to somebody on the server, you can hear me in both chats. So that's why you get the double echo effect. I forgot I wanted tires. He's telling me to come forward, but I'm not ready yet. Okay, no fuel. See what we can do here. Jacob Mayberry has made the server. Just made it in, coming out of the pits just now. Everybody's out there trying to do their best lap, so you try to give them as much room as you can on the qualifying laps.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah, you bet, Brett. Just pulling out of the pit. As Adam goes by, that'll give me a nice big gap. I can get my second set of qualifying laps in. Like I said, with this 15-minute session, there's enough time to do a few laps. Let your fuel burn down a little bit. Go get some new tires. And see if you can get a better lap. Right now, I'm in 5th in qualifying. See if we can improve that. I think you left some oil down there. Adam was pushing hard. It's a pretty good lap. Still 2/10 behind fourth spot. Hey, and Gary Beal joins us. Thanks, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
Sorry, Todd.
Sorry, Todd.
Spun out in front of the other guy there and caused a little issue for him. Well, here we are. Qualifying is over. The race session is about to begin. Morgan Teggy has the pole by 1 full second over Brandon Dooley in second. He'll be on the outside of the front row. Adam Novotny, Julian Lockwood will be on row 2. Myself and Brett Elder on row 3. Sean Williams with Jeff Wyatt are going to be on row 4. Jacob Mayberry and Michael Mooney on row 5. Todd Schwartz, Gary Beal on row 6, and Troy Banks. I don't believe has returned to the session. If he is, he'll be out there in 13th spot on row 7. Gary Beal got in and dropped. We'll see if he can get back in before the race starts. He's got about a minute. Should have enough time to reload. Looks like he had poor upload packet volume. You know, it's kind of interesting with all of the realness of iRacing. Things, I mean, real life, I guess, not real racing. I mean, it is pretty close to real, but we aren't moving around. We're just sitting in a chair. But you know, the real life that happens is quite interesting. So we are about to get going here, just done with qualifying. And this is, oh, he was putting out some different setups. I threw some setups at Adam, and looks like he is trying to get him to somebody else to help. So here we are. It's grid time. We're getting in the cars out on the grid. We're at Red Bull Ring, and we're going to do a little bit of a half lap here as we get warmed up. Hopefully it'll be enough to warm up some brakes and tires a little bit, and we'll get headed down into turn 1 Probably faster than we should. Most likely have some kind of mix-up down there. It happens a lot. Hopefully we don't have any casualties from it. Morgan and Brandon, teammates coming up for the Buckeye Endurance team. That'll be coming up in 2 weeks here on Big Wizard TV. Sponsored by grandpaskitchen.com. We're going to be having a 90-minute two-man race. We'll be starting off at Sebring. The real IMSA cars are at Sebring this weekend, so that kind of fits. We usually try to do that real close. Oh, and Gary Beal got in and then dropped back out again. He'll start from the pits, but most likely we'll get in and get going with us. All right, here we go. It's time to move. Oof. As we go 2 by 2 down into the last turns 9 and 10. Getting ready for the start. Pace car, the Porsche 911 pace car out front of the field will be diving in here any second. And Morgan will take the field down through turn 10 and to the start finish line, where we will catch a green flag and go, go, go. Ooh, that was close. Tight going into one there. The top 5 drivers right on top of each other. Top 4 all have green and black paint. Jacob Mayberry's moved up the field a couple spots. Front of the field looks about like they qualified. As Morgan gives up the lead there to Brandon Dooley coming around the last corner. They're side by side down the front stretch. Sean also pretty close to me here. As Brandon gets through turn 1 first and has the lead of the race on the end of lap 1. Morgan Teggy in second spot, Julian Lockwood in third, Adam Novotny followed by me, Ron Gaibo, Sean Williams, Jacob Mayberry, Brett Elder, Michael Mooney, and Jeff Wyatt. Sorry, Adam. My bad. I don't know why I do this. I sit here and try to announce the race, and I cause an incident. Usually it's not on lap 2, but today it was. I look back to see who the last driver was in 10th spot. I went into Adam. That's my one fast repair. That was a meatball. I had to come in and get that fixed. Still need to do a drive-through penalty for my incident. See if I can catch up for a bit first. Looks like Sean has had an issue. Adam's probably got damage. He's fallen back into the clutches of Brett Elder. Adam was very quick on track earlier, so he's probably got damage to his car. So they're going around again. Lap 5. Morgan has got back around Brandon. Gary Beal still struggling to stay on the track. Michael Mooney and Jacob Mayberry swapping spots. Good racing around the track. A lot of cars right together. Morgan is out front. Brandon Dooley in second. Julian Lockwood in third. Those guys are pretty evenly spaced out there. Then you get Adam Novotny, Brett Elder, Jeff Wyatt, that group. And then Sean, Jacob Mooney, and Todd. And then me in the back in 11th. Quite a ways back. Gonna see if I can make up some ground. 21 seconds behind 10th place at the moment. Morgan completing lap number 6, extending his lead over Brandon to now 4.5 seconds. And then Brandon about 5 seconds ahead of Julian. And Adam about 5 seconds behind him. Top four pretty evenly spaced at the moment. Then there's a couple of cars. Brett's just a couple seconds back. And then a little gap to Jeff. And then Jacob making up some ground. He's got past Mooney. And so has Sean. And they are all cruising down the backstretch right now. I don't know, there's a lot of long straightaways here. I don't know what one's the front. I mean, Pit Straight is obviously where the pits are. But then there's 3 other very long straightaways, followed by very tight corners. So it's Formula One style type track with very high speed straightaways and sharp corners. The Red Bull Ring is also called Spielberg. That's from the city in Austria that it sits in. So you'll hear it referred to as Spielberg occasionally. Formula One drives here, races here. Released on iRacing about a year ago. Very, very popular when it did. A lot of people were really excited to see this track. It's got some good ups and downs, good curves, hairpins, some uphill, some downhill, some bank turns, lean into. Good course. Oh, Jacob Mayberry has had an issue. He has fallen back. And it looks like Todd Schwartz is catching him here for the 10th spot, or 9th spot. See if he's got damage or if he's going to just get it gathered back up and keep going. Everybody's pretty spread out now. I think our closest battle is probably Julian and Adam. Adam trying to catch up and gain another one of his spots back. Still in 4th, though, even after the contact early. Hopefully he can get in when he goes in for his fuel and get that taken care of. I've got a lot of pit stop action coming up for me still. I need another pit stop for about 3 gallons of fuel, maybe 5 gallons of fuel. And I need to do a drive-through. Not that it's going to hurt me today. Hanging out here in the back. Morgan's only 30 seconds and behind me now, catching me as the leader to pass me. Gary Beal still having a hard time with the internet connection. So a running order: Morgan Teggy, Brandon Dooley, Julian Lockwood, Adam Novotny, Brett Elder, Jeff Wyatt, Sean Williams, Michael Mooney, Jacob Mayberry, Todd Schwartz, and myself in 11. Gary Beal has not been able to stay on the server. He's dropped out again. And Troy Banks did not start the race. So we had 12 start. 11 currently in it. And Gary would be here, I think, if he wasn't having the internet problems. There was a big update with iRacing today, so he might be still dealing with that too. Morgan comfortably out front with a 10-second lead. He's working lap number 12. As I spin in the hairpin. Slide. It wasn't a spin, it was a slide. I was gaining on Todd, then I just lost a few seconds. Gary's still trying to get in. Hopefully he can stay in. Get himself a few laps. Adam Novotny has taken over the third position, although it doesn't look like Julian's going to give it up too easily. He's right there with him still. But Adam has taken the spot and is pulling away slightly. They're still within a second of each other. Jacob is caught up with Mooney again.
Ooh, gonna go around here 40 times. Todd is in sight. Jacob and Mooney battling down the third straightaway between turns 3 and 4. That battle's 18 seconds in front of me, and the leader is only 15 seconds behind me. Oh, Mooney's in the pits. Probably grabbing some fuel. He's got enough room in that tank to get it to the end now. Comes out still in front of the leader. Starting to catch up with Todd here finally. Coming up on the halfway mark. Leader's working lap 17 out of 40. And Gary continues to drop. frustrating when you're trying to race and things just drop off on you. Lap 19 for the leaders. Morgan out front by 16 seconds over Brandon. Adam has now secured that third spot. Has about a 4-second lead over Julian. Brett 8 seconds back. No real battles at the moment that I can see. Morgan is catching up to Todd to put him a lap down. And he's got that done. And now he's 6 seconds behind me in ninth spot here. He'll make quick work of that. Morgan is rolling. Very good pace tonight. Gary Beal still trying it. As the leader's on the halfway lap right now, as he completes this lap right behind me, it will be halfway for Morgan Teggy in the lead of this race. Grandpa'sKitchen.com is our sponsor here. Check them out, Grandpa'sKitchen.com, for all of your gluten-free needs. They have recipes, they have flour, they have kits, they have ideas, people to talk to, and the stuff is great. It's great products and it tastes great. I've had it myself. Can't tell it from regular flour when it's baked in and tasting good in those kits and recipes that they have for you. Or you can just take a regular old recipe from any box and substitute the flour and any other items that might have celiac in them or gluten in them, sorry. And you bake them up. And they taste great. Good stuff. Little marks through the grass there, through the dirt. Somebody's been off-roading. Check the order down the front straightaway here. Looks like Morgan and Brandon and Adam and Julian and Brett and Jeff and Sean and Jacob and myself. And Gary Beal drops again. Go ahead and take the outside enter in the corner there.
You got it. Thank you.
Yep. We have a blue flag in iRacing. That blue flag means the leader or someone a lap or more ahead of you is within a second and a half of your car. They may be a lot faster. They may be slightly faster. You don't have to let them by. But it's always nicer if you do, especially if it's the leader. He's out there racing his race, trying to win. You don't want to be the one that causes that not to happen. You also don't want to give up your lap, so you don't have to do it. You can stay tight, keep working. They usually will get around you sooner or later. Says we're going about 40 laps. I'm guessing once we get our pit stop in, it might be 39. See how long Morgan is in the pit lane. You don't need a lot of fuel to make it. Well, I don't think you need a lot of fuel to make it from where they are. I had a few extra gallons added to my tank early on in the race because I went in on lap 4 to clear that meatball flag. Jacob Mayberry's having a couple good laps and then a couple bad laps. Gain on him and then I lose to him. And Gary Beal being persistent tonight. Even halfway, not being able to complete much on the circuit, is back in the server again. Don't know if he's able to even get the car out on the track. I haven't seen him yet. Brandon has now gotten around Todd Schwartz. And Adam Novotny has Mooney in his sights, trying to put him a lap down. Brandon will be on his horse trying to catch up with me. I'm guessing that Gary's having trouble loading the sim, so he's probably not able to get in the server. Oh, as Jeff Wyatt has had. Oh, he's gone into the pits. That's from his pit stop on lap 25. Come out of the pits right in front of me. See if I can gain some ground on him. Morgan and Brandon, both from Ohio, leading our race tonight. A lot of drivers in here from Ohio. Julian from South Carolina. He's in fourth. I'm not sure where Adam's from. Brett Elder is currently in Australia. Morning over there. Racing with us from down under. He's from New Zealand, native, and lives in Australia. Sean Williams, another Ohioan. Not sure how you say that. And Jacob Mayberry hasn't raced with us for a little while, but doing pretty good tonight. Jeff Wyatt hails from the great state of Alabama. Also the co-owner of J&R Craftworks, who is putting up sponsorship for an upcoming race here in a couple weeks. As Morgan is caught up to Jacob, and Jacob goes in the pit lane. Jeff Wyatt holding his own. 5.8 seconds. Up to 6.2. Good lap for Jeff back there with a 129.3. Car 84 doing a pass through for incident on lap 2.
Lap 2.
All right, did my pass through. Lost track of Jeff by 21 seconds. Let P2 go by. Mooney's now within 20 seconds of me. Todd, 13.9 seconds. Todd is not pit yet. I still have to go back in and get a few gallons of gas. Try to get a couple more laps in. See if we can put some space between me and the other guys. Most of the drivers will be going in the next lap or two for fuel. Unless they're doing some magical job of fuel save. All right, Morgan's working lap 31, and he is in traffic heavy. He's about to pass P4, put P4 a lap down from what I can tell, but I believe everyone else has pit now, except Morgan and Sean and Todd. So that makes sense that he'd be up on everybody like that. Got 3 laps of fuel left. I'm going to use 3 laps of fuel. Try to stretch my lead over these guys behind me so I don't have to pass them when I come out. As Morgan's in, Sean is in. Todd might be coming in this lap. And Sean's back out. And Morgan's back out. I don't know what kind of fuel Todd's running. He's running some of that ethanol or electric gas fuel. I don't know. He's running a long time on that tank of fuel he's got there. Gonna probably come in next time around because if I miss that pit entrance, throw my whole race off. Try to hold 8th spot here. Tires are starting to wear out. Morgan's still out front. Brandon, Adam, Julian, Brett, Jeff, Sean, myself, Todd, Mooney, and Jacob dropped back to the 11th spot. Well, that's my 2 laps of fuel left indicator. So I think I'm going to pull in. Currently 28 seconds ahead of Todd. Pit stop should take about 30. So if he's still fuel saving or if he's going to try to go to the end, I should be able to get back by him. Unless he's saved enough to go hard to the end of the race, but I don't know if you can do that. Maybe. All right, let's get 4 gallons of gas and get out of here. Brandon. Todd is coming in the pit lane now. And I'm out in front of Mooney. So as long as I don't have any penalties or any fouls, should be good to go. Oh, my tires are still at 91%. Should be fine. 89's in the back. No trouble at all. Just keep on rolling. It's rare with the GTE car that you will use up your tires in an hour. More like 2 hours, but probably not sooner than that. If you watch the IMSA races where they run GT3 and used to run GTE, now they run those over in the FIA World Endurance Championship over in Europe. They can definitely go about 2 fuel loads on a set of tires, and a full fuel load for these cars is about an hour. Since we run an hour, we run short fuel loads. So we force our drivers to pit. Then you need to use strategy. As you can see, lots of different strategies the lap that people went in on vary quite a bit. That's the yellow box in your standings on the top right of your screen while you're watching the stream. And that shows Morgan went on lap 32, Brandon lap 31, Adam lap 29. But if you look down the order, you'll see that Todd went in on lap 33. So he went longer than anybody else on fuel. Mooney went in on lap 15. He plays a calculated game. He usually does that and goes in early to try to see if he can make up ground if something happens on track. He's out there and he doesn't have to pit again. So it's a good strategy to go in early. Some people go in on the other strategy or play on the other strategy where the lighter your fuel load, the faster you go. So they run it almost all the way out and try to get as much as they can. But in racing, if you do the same thing somebody else does and they're faster than you, you're not going to be able to catch them. So you have to do something different every once in a while and try some just different strategies. Eleven drivers still on track. Gary still has not made it into the server. Adam Novotny now getting past some lap traffic there. And now shows up 8 seconds on my relative. Along with Jacob Mayberry, who is catching. So I need to stay focused here on these last few laps and make sure I don't lose my P8 here. Sean's 30 seconds ahead. Jacob's 6 seconds behind. Oh, Jacob's now 10 seconds behind. Adam has gotten by Jacob and Mooney now. Mooney and Jacob are battling back there for P9. Morgan's still way out front right now. Very unlikely that he'll be caught today. Unless something happens. We've got 5 minutes left in the session. Laps are about 1.5 minutes, so it's about 4 laps max at this point. Depending on where Morgan is on track, it might be 3. Mooney has gotten past Jacob. Back there for P9. And we've got Morgan, Brandon, who have pretty much lapped the field. Yeah. Maybe, not quite. When Brandon went in for his pit stop, quite a few cars got back by. So Morgan, Brandon, Adam, Julian, Brett, and Jeff on the lead lap. And Jeff is not at threat to get past, to get a lap down. Jeff will finish on the lead lap as long as he keeps things neat and tidy. Sean and myself, a lap down, followed by Mooney and Jacob. Oh, now Todd, and then Jacob. Fastest lap of the race by Morgan Teggy tonight. 1:27.055. He's still running in the 1:27s as we finish up the race. Should be 2 to go for this guy. This time by. Being a lap down. I am completing lap number 38 right now, so looks like Morgan's going to end up running 41. He's just that fast. That should be the white flag, everyone. White flag. Yeah, one of my downfalls in iRacing is looking at all the information, chit-chatting online here, and then I miss something, trying to find out who's in 10th or who's in the lead or where the white flag is. Whatever it is, it can cause problems, and it occasionally does. That's okay. Just out here having a good time. P8 tonight so far, if I can keep Mooney back there. He's about 12 seconds back. Gonna try to hold him off. Trying to hold off Adam here. There's only 4 seconds back. He's a lap ahead of me. I'd rather I finished out in front of him. Well, he's not a lap ahead of me yet. As Morgan takes the checkered flag. Nice win, Morgan.
Morgan. Hey, thank you very much, Ron.
As our finishing order comes through with Morgan out front, Brandon in second spot, Adam Novotny taking out P3 there. After a good strong run, Julian Lockwood fourth spot, followed by Brett Elder. Really good run for Jeff Wyatt. He hasn't been running. He's been running a lot more lately since he got past the holiday season. Sean Williams with a strong effort, just barely went down a lap at the end of that one to Morgan. And then myself, Ron Gaibo, that's me. That's also Big Wizard. So we are running here in 8th spot. Finished up Mooney right behind me in 9th. Todd Schwartz takes a top 10 finish. And Jacob Mayberry finishes in 11th. Come on up to the booth when you guys are able. Bringing it on into the pits. Looks like everybody else is as well. And we'll call this one a day. Good race, everybody. All right, we'll see if we can get a couple of them up here to the booth. The guys should be coming up shortly. All right, got a few of them popping in here in the booth. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us here in the post-race. The post-race show brought to you by Stair Fittings Incorporated. This is the Grandpa's Kitchen GTE series with Last Man Standing Motorsports. And I'm Ron with Big Wizard TV. Morgan Teggy throws out just a doozy of a race tonight, throwing down everybody. Boy, what a schooling you gave out tonight.
Hey, I don't want to brag, but there was 2 corners I was ahead of him on the first lap.
I witnessed it.
Yeah,
It's true.
I almost wrecked both of you, so I know. Yeah, good run, Morgan. That was impressive.
Hey, appreciate it. That's an awesome group to race with. Brandon definitely gave me a run for the money the first lap. I almost lost it all.
Yeah, I saw you. He got a good corner in you on there, and then went by on turn 1. And I thought, wow, here we go. The $15 going to Brandon. Then no.
I was trying to politely push him off the track, but it just didn't work.
Didn't work. Okay.
I did that on my own. You didn't have to help.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Brandon,
saw
good
nothing.
run. Yeah, good run, Brandon. Nice job on P2 there.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And then a nice drive up through the aftermath by Adam.
Thank you.
Did I? How bad did I hit you? On lap 2,
Honestly, I don't know. I wanted to go back and look at that replay.
He's under concussion protocol, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad. That's good.
It didn't affect my car too much. I had maybe like a very tiny bit on the top end, but I don't think it really did anything.
What's really funny is it gave me a 1x.
A 1x.
A 1x. I went
Actually,
off the track.
It gave me a 1x too.
Yeah, because we went off the track. I pushed you off the track. And a meatball flag.
Oh, it gave you a meatball. Wow.
Yeah, I had to go in. That's why I went in. I had to go through the pits 3 times. So
yeah, and then fun. I couldn't hear because when you were trying to talk to me on the, for some reason, my in game is not loud, so I couldn't hear you. And my crew chief was like kept talking to me, and he's super loud in my ear, and I'm like, so I didn't. I
good.
just
Yeah. I was just apologizing because I was doing my favorite thing in the world while I'm racing. I was looking at the chart of who was where, and I'd read off the top 9 drivers going down that straightaway, and I glanced over to see who was in 10th, and I missed my braking point, and it was either lock up and wreck 2 or 3 of you, or go as easy as I could, try not to lock them up, and maybe take out just you.
Yeah, no, it was fine. And honestly, I wasn't even really checking my camera because I didn't think that you'd try to like dive in. So
Yeah,
I kind of was
that
like
wasn't
focusing on them. And if I would have been checking my camera, that I could have avoided that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I still pushed you pretty wide though.
And then I tried to like keep speed down that straight, and then I got a slowdown.
Oh,
so then
going
I had,
off track.
Yeah.
Well, Julian showed up too. He ran a really solid race tonight. Real fast out there, Julian, but Adam caught you and passed you about halfway.
He made it too easy. He wanted
Well,
he wanted to get his two extra points for.
No, that's 5 here. That's a big 5 points here.
Oh, 5, yeah.
It's worth trading the position for the 0x.
Yeah, he just let me go.
I
But
did.
that makes sense. 5 points.
Yeah. You were a little quicker than me anyway, and I knew that if it had been like maybe 5 laps to go, I might have fought, but I knew we had a long way to go, so there was no way I was going to hold you back for another 50 minutes or 45 minutes, so it made sense to let you go by. And you pulled away quite quickly after that anyway.
Well, I was going to say, you actually stuck with me for a little while, and then I was like, kind of told myself to refocus and try to put in some faster laps, because you stayed like 3 seconds behind me for, I felt like, probably close to 10 laps or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. I did. It was probably 5 to 10 laps or something, but then
Yeah.
I think you were probably watching the delta too much instead of
that and I saw like Brandon was so far away. I was like, I'm not going to be able to catch him.
Right.
So then it turned into a little more of a safety first.
That's it. That's exactly that's the problem I had. I was watching Brett kind of gradually close in, and I was like, how much do I dare push here?
Yeah, Brett caught up to you pretty good by the end of the race. 4-second gap. That was pretty nice.
Right. He was 11 seconds back when we went into the pits, but the difference was he started with a lot more fuel than me, so he had a much quicker stop. So after the stops, he jumped from 11 to just 6 behind me, and then I thought, I've got a race on here. And then it was kind of touch and go for about 10 laps. We didn't really gain or lose, and then right at the end, he started to reel me in. I think my tires were probably suffering a little bit,
wearing out.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty fun. Jeff, you actually ran also very clean. Only 2 incidents on the night. Julian managed a 0x though, the only one of the pile. Oh wait, no, he's not. There are 2 drivers that ran a 0x. Todd Schwartz, congratulations. Nice run.
Thank you.
You're super quiet.
He always is.
Yeah.
That's why he got 0x. He was
just being quiet.
Not
He hasn't got,
being slow.
He hasn't gotten to his speed weed yet. He'll liven up in a minute.
Those speedweed deliveries are what's up.
Not bad. Yeah,
Those
Jeff
Buckeye Endurance liveries are pretty cool too.
That's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm finishing up the Delara. This thing is sick.
Okay, now you're way too loud. Somewhere in between there, man.
Sounds good on the air, so you're all set. No problem.
Yeah, the Buckeye liveries are really nice. I was stuck behind. No, I was fortunate to stay behind the 2 Beamers for a few laps, close enough to see the livery. It looks good. It's nice.
I have to say the green wheels look better than the black. I mean, no offense, Morgan. You can be fast, but mine looks better.
There you go.
That green, right?
You gotta have something.
Yeah.
I actually noticed at the beginning of the race, top 4 drivers had green and black.
I'd noticed that too, because I changed mine just this week, and then all of a sudden it was like everyone had a green car. I was like, what the heck?
Didn't you know that paint scheme makes you like at least a second faster?
It makes you faster. That's right.
Green is go. So
Yeah, mine's the opposite. Mine was a Patron car.
Patron. It's still green. Green and black. And Jeff dropped out. Looks like he is going to get some. I don't know. He's still down in the other lobby with Mooney. But Sean, good run for you tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Pretty clean. Just couldn't hold off Morgan there at the tail end. You know, he only had a 30-second lead, so I'm sure he had to pass you before the start finish. What was that last lap pass?
No, he passed me, I don't know, within 5 laps.
Oh, was it that far out? Oh, okay. I was trying to watch, and I was looking, and you were still on the lead lap real close to the end. Yeah, good run for everybody out there. It was fun. I made that one mistake, and that was the only incident point I had all night. So if I wouldn't have been trying to do 7 things at once, I probably wouldn't have done that. I apologize for any problem I may have caused anybody.
You're fine.
Yeah, it's tough to commentate and drive at the same time. I couldn't do it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
No.
Yeah, well, we're working on it.
He pretty much just talks and drives.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. You just kind of talk while you're driving.
It's amazing.
It is.
Hopefully you're not having to hold a button down the whole time when you're up there.
No.
I'd assume you're just voice activated up there.
Yeah, I can handle voice activated here in the booth.
Yeah, when you're up there by yourself.
By myself, yeah.
Yeah.
What's crazy is if somebody else comes up, if I'm like super concentrating on the race, and somebody comes up in the booth and starts commentating on the race, I'm like, dude, get out of here. Go away. I don't want you here.
Why are you being annoying? Do you have to say that much?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you need? I just did that recap. Just go away. So it's always, but thanks guys for a great race tonight. That was fun. We kind of spread out there about after 10 laps or so and kind of played follow the leader for a little while, but final standings of the race, Morgan takes the win, Brandon in second, Adam, Julian, Brett, top 5, Jeff Wyatt, Sean Williams, myself, Mooney, and Todd in the top 10. Jacob Mayberry was in and around. He was racing pretty good laps. He had a quick lap, 128.8. Puts him up with Brett and Julian and those guys on the speed, but he had a few incidents. Couldn't stay up on top, but Jacob is also from Australia, so
just a few incidents.
Yeah. Yeah, is that somebody you know, Brett, or is that just happens to be in the same continent as you? Brett's not here.
Brett's
probably
down
why
in the
he
other
didn't.
chat.
Yeah, that's probably why he didn't answer.
They're all down under.
Yeah, they are. Well, him and Mooney are. I don't know if Jacob's doing much. He's muted, so.
Mooney's down under something. Who knows?
We'll go to the standings real quick. Just hit the number here. Anything exciting happened? Let's see. No change in the top 15. Morgan, Julian, Brandon, Mooney, Todd, Sean. Oh wait. That's
I shouldn't be up
multi-class.
there.
Whoa. Let me switch over to GTE. How about this one? Morgan, Julian, Mooney, Sean, Todd, Brett, Paul, Allen, Jeff Wyatt, Tyler Gregor, TJ Allman, and that is your top 10. Now, Jeff Wyatt moved up a spot, and he is because he's now tied for 7th with Paul Allen. And let's see, I'm hanging in 11th, picked up 2 whole positions tonight, passing Gary Beal, who tried his hardest to connect to the server tonight, but it just didn't happen. I don't know if everyone else noticed the 22 times he tried to log in.
Yeah, we thought that Brett brought that up. He's like, he's got to be about ready to put his fist through the screen.
It was a tough haul for him, but he kept at it. And then let's see, Adams moved up to the 14th spot, getting by David Burgess and Phil Connor, so he's up. Brandon, with his 2 races, popping into P16. The highest
down.
Yeah, he is the highest running driver with 2 races. But he also won and got a really cool trophy for winning IndyCar. There you go. It's not all bad.
Yeah, big shout out to JNR Craftworks for that one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. You got the fancy one because you did 2 series or 3 series.
3.
Yeah.
I
There almost wasn't enough room on the plaque. We had to
I bargained for, instead of 3 wooden ones, to get one LED acrylic edge lit one.
Pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking little trophies. So they're not huge. You know, they're not huge. The little wooden ones are great for hanging on the wall. You could like line them up when you win the series if you get the wooden ones. The wooden ones are still really cool being painted. They look great.
Yeah, they really do look.
That
they look
epoxy
awesome.
inlay makes them look pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam picked one up for the rookie series. So he's got that there.
Heck yeah, I got it down by my rig right now.
And then we'll see what we do for the special. Oh, we got just so you guys know, I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag right now. In 2 weeks, we're doing Dark Pocono, right? Well, there's a new name for Dark Pocono, and the name is Dance in the Dark. We are gonna have JNR Craftworks as our sponsor for that race, and they are going to be giving away a black and silver Dancing in the Dark trophy out of wood for the winner of that race. I've
Nice.
seen the trophy. It is sweet looking, is really cool. I don't have a final picture yet. I have a rough draft, but it looks like it's black with like a gold or silver, pop on it. It looks really neat. It's really cool. It's got Last Man Standing, JNR Craftworks, Pocono Speedway, and then the date of our race. Should be a nice addition to anyone's trophy collection. All right, well that wraps it up here for Big Wizard TV. I'm going to bring the stream down. Thanks you guys for racing and all those that watch the replay. Appreciate you guys being out there supporting Big Wizard TV. It wouldn't hurt to throw a like out there every once in a while, on the server, if you felt like it. Well, on behalf of Big Wizard TV, our sponsors, Stair Fittings Incorporated, and Last Man Standing Motorsports sponsor. No, that's the other way around. Let's switch that around. Last Man Standing Motorsports sponsor, Stair Fittings Incorporated, and the race sponsor for all things GTE with Last Man Standing is Grandpa's Kitchen. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
There you go.